What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now, for those who keep up with boxing, you all would know that December 14th, 2019 is vastly approaching. That is the day that the current WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford, is set to fight Egidijus Kavalauskas. I don't think I'm pronouncing his name right at all. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but AKA Mean Machine. That is his nickname. And from looking at how Terence Bud Crawford's career is going, and I'm surveying the landscape, I'm looking at all his opponents and how his career is unfolding, especially at 147 now, it's clear to me, Top Rank has no idea what to do with Terence Bud Crawford. They can't get him a big fight to save his life, to save their life. Bob Arum is having a hard time getting big fights for Bud. Like, he can't get no fights at all. Like, and I'm looking at these. Terence Crawford's last fight was against Amir Khan. Now, y'all, a couple of years ago, fighting Amir Khan meant something. Currently now, Amir Khan holds no weight. He's looked at as the glass jaw guy. Yeah, he's skilled, but a lot of guys look at him as like now the glass jaw guy. When he get hit hard, he's going down. He essentially, a lot of people feel like he quit in his last fight against Bud. It really didn't do Amir Khan any favors, and it didn't make Bud look really that much better either. This is like 4 fights in right now for Bud. Currently, Bud he's yet to fight a competitive welterweight. He's yet to fight a competitive welterweight. Like, he hasn't had any significant fights as of yet. And I'm looking like, damn, I know Bud wants his career to catapult. He wants to become the A side. He wants to be the big money guy in boxing. And with his resume at 147 and how things are going, it's not going to happen. Despite the fact that I think Terence Bud Crawford is highly skilled, I think the man, he has a mean streak that every fighter needs to have. Like, you see it all the time. The man got serious punching power. I think he got great footwork. I think he has great hand speed. I just think he's a great fighter. And the fact that he's able to switch between orthodox and southpaw, that is a great skill to have. But he's not fighting nobody. It's clear to see, man, Bob Arum has a lot of bad relationships with individuals. And it's not just with the PBC. It's with other guys as well. When I'm looking at how Bob's relationship with even his former fighters, they don't have great things to say about Bob at all. Like, a lot of these dudes don't have great things to say about Bob. He's not getting Bud the fights that he needs to become a big-time star, man. Like, for real. And for me, like, I'm looking at it now, because especially if they were to fight, barring the fact, we know that Errol Spence was in a car accident. We know what happened with Errol, unfortunately. But if they were to fight now, Errol Spence would be the A-side, no question, because he's fought better guys at 147. Now, granted, Terence just moved up to 147, but 4 fights in, he has yet to fight a significant name. Even on his 4th fight, they got Mean Machine, the Ring, ranked as early as August 2019. I think that was the last time that's what I guess the last time he was really ranked. I'm looking at. I know the rankings have changed since then, but as of August 2019, Mean Machine is ranked as the 8th best active welterweight by the Ring magazine. And yeah, bro, like that's not gonna cut it. It's not. And it's hard already because Bud is not the most marketable individual. He's not a big talker. He's not a flamboyant guy like Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't wear the black hat like Floyd Mayweather does. He's not an obnoxious person, and he's not extremely ignorant. He don't do all the obnoxious antics of an Adrian Broner, and which he shouldn't have to do that to sell as a fighter. He shouldn't have to do all that crazy stuff AB be doing to get a fight. But he's not the most marketable guy. So it's going to be hard to draw a big fan base for Terence Bud Crawford, especially with him not fighting these big fights. Other guys, even though Errol is he's not super flamboyant or super flashy as Terence isn't either. Errol's not Adrian Broner or he's not Floyd Mayweather, but it helps the fact that Errol set himself up to be in good position. He's fought guys that had big fan bases. He fought Mikey Garcia. Even though people like Mikey went up in weight, it was a smaller guy. We know the fan base that Mikey Garcia brings. I think a lot of Mikey Garcia fans, may have became Errol Spence fans after that, due to the fact that these guys were, for the most part, gracious towards one another when they fought. So guys, Errol Spence fans was like, I mean, Mikey Garcia fans were like, okay, I can get behind this Errol Spence guy. He seems a little like he's cool. He seemed cool. He wasn't too disrespectful to Mikey like that. And he put on a clinic and beat the living hell out of Mikey easily. So I think he's made himself the big money guy. He got a good win over Sean Porter, who is a great welterweight. And really, Errol really started all of that when he went overseas to England, Kell Brooks' backyard, and got Kell Brooks' belt and brought it back to America. So that was already setting him up. He forced his way to become the big time star, and people are looking at Errol as the next big thing. He's getting before the accident, he was getting a lot of press, a lot of interviews with a lot of different guys, and coming on the Skip and Shannon, Undisputed, and everything like that. Yeah, Errol talks very sleepy, very, like, he sounds very sleepy. He looks sleepy a lot. He got the little eye. His eyes just look like that. He looks sleepy. Looks lethargic all the time when he's talking. But he's a bigger draw than Bud right now, man. And I'm looking like, man, what is Top Rank going to do with him? What are they going to do to get him to big fights, man? Everybody says that, the guys at the PBC are ducking Bud. No. I think that the guys at the PBC are just fighting each other. They fighting the guys in a stable, and they got a lot of great top fighters over there in PBC. Manny Pacquiao fighting Keith Thurman, Errol Spence fighting Sean Porter. Sean Porter was fighting Danny Garcia. All of those, they were fighting each other, as they should have. But it's like Top Rank can't get Bud in a position that he needs to be in to become the big pay-per-view star that he wants to be. Like, for real, they don't have any big fights lined up for him. And they fighting Mean Machine. And when he fought Jeff Horn, but I've never thought highly of Jeff Horn, ever. And it's a shame because Bud is such a great fighter, man. He is a great fighter, but Bob struggles to make big fights, man. For real. And Top Rank isn't thriving anymore like it once was. They're not riddled with top talent like they once was when they had Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather Jr., They not, and even Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao then came to the PBC. So to me, it's like, damn, they like Top Rank really has no idea what to do with him. They don't know. And in looking at how things are going right now, who the hell is Bud gonna fight next? Who is next? I'm gonna ask y'all, who do y'all think? But who they gonna have Bud fight next? Cause I don't know who can they have him fight. Seriously, like who can they have him fight? Because he wants to raise his star power. He needs a big fight bad. This is a critical time in Terence Crawford's career. He needs a big fight. He needs something to shake. It's a critical time, critical period in his career. And for me, I never question a man's money or talk, and question what's in the man's pocketbooks and all of that. I'm sure he signed a Top Rank because they promised him a big lump sum of cash, some big time bread, and he's looking out for the best interests of his family, his children, and of course, and to keep everybody taken care of. But at the same time, for you to catapult to that next level in your career, to fight the big major fights, I would think he would know that's not going to happen with Top Rank. So I was like, man, he signed with Top Rank. Is he trying to show loyalty to Bob? I don't know, but he's not going to get them big fights that he desires. Not at Top Rank. It's not going to happen. Like I said, Bob struggles to do business with other promoters, not just Al Haymon and the PBC. Like, he can't get these big fights for Bud. And it's a pivotal point in his career, man. He needs to be fighting big-time fighters, man. He needs to get some significant fights. It would be good for him to fight a Sean Porter right now. It would be good for him to do that. Now, when it comes to Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, do I believe these individuals are afraid to fight one another? No. Do I believe Errol Spence Jr. is afraid of Terence Crawford? No. Do I believe Terence Crawford is afraid of Errol Spence? No. None of these guys are afraid of one another. But guys are not Top Rank, can't do deals with PBC, and it's not happening. It's not going to happen. I don't know. I hope it happens eventually, but it's not looking good so far, man. It's not. And it's not even looking good for Bud to get them other big-time fights that he needs to bolster his resume. He's not able to secure these big-time fights because that Amir, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. When I heard them fighting Amir Khan, I like how Bud fights, so I'm gonna watch the fight. You know what I mean? Because I just think Bud is just super skilled. Y'all watch my videos. Y'all would know I'm more of an Errol Spence Jr. fan than I am of Terence Crawford, right? And it is what it is. But I know what I'm looking at when I see it. I know the eye test. I know what I'm looking at when I see it. Terence Crawford is more skilled than Errol. But I still think that's a 50-50 fight, even though I believe Terence Crawford is a more skilled fighter than Errol Spence Jr., for sure. And Errol, my dog, but I think now, especially after the car accident, he needs to tighten up and become more disciplined in his lifestyle outside of the ring. But right now, without question, Errol Spence Jr. is a bigger star than Terence Bud Crawford. And it's clear to see, for one, he has 2 belts. That is, of course. Now, we got to see how Errol's going to look after the car accident, how he's going to come back. But right now, he will be the A side. Like, his resume, especially at 147, is better than Bud's. Sean Porter, you can talk about Mikey Garcia all you want to. Mikey called out Errol. He was there to fight, and he got pummeled. He didn't get stopped, but he got broke down bad. I'm sure he was pissing blood for at least a week. And then he got Kell Brook as well, right? And got Kell Brook's belt, went over. He went over to England to get that belt. So he gangstered that belt. But yeah, man, Top Rank don't know what they doing. And I was like, why? I'm wondering, like, man, if Terrence really want to take that next step, why did he sign back with Top Rank? It was puzzling to me. But I understand, sure. I guess they threw that checkbook at him. They threw that check at him, and he was like, I'm about that check. And as you should be, you're a prize fighter, get your money. But if he wants to be, if he want to be mentioned as one of the all-time great welterweights, them fights Top Rank getting him, that's not going to do it. It's not. If you want to be the star of boxing, that's not going to do it. I say that because it's already known Terrence doesn't have the personality to sell tickets. He doesn't. He has a fighting ability to sell tickets, but we all know people love characters in boxing as well as they love skill. They love the characters of boxing. They love Mike Tyson's fighting style and skill his knockout ability was just what sold him, but he had the ferocious personality even outside of the ring. He had an aura surrounding him. Seriously. But it's not Terrence, for real. I'm going to be real with y'all, man. And, well, people don't really, I can't say that because a lot of people in America, we got so many sports, a lot of people don't know boxing like that anyway. Right? But if Terrence wants to get to the Floyd Mayweather level, I was going to say if Terrence walked down the street, people wouldn't even know who Terrence is. But it's a lot of boxers that people wouldn't know who a lot of these boxers are because we got so many sports in America. But if Terrence ever wants to get to the level of a Floyd Mayweather Jr., he gotta move from Top Rank. I'm sorry. He's going to have to move around and go somewhere where he can get big fights under his name and get marquee fighters under as a notch in his belt to show that he is the top guy. That's all I got to say, man. It's not going to happen with Bob Arum. I'm sorry. People that past fighters in Top Rank do not have good things to say about Bob. For real. Even Oscar De La Hoya, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.